Everyone, my name is Krishna and today I'm going to be teaching you the KNN algorithm. To understand what the KNN algorithm really is, you need to know what machine learning means. Machine learning is defined as the field of computer science that gives computers the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. Now, machine learning mainly takes two forms: supervised machine learning and unsupervised machine learning. Some examples of supervised learning are regression and classification, and an example of unsupervised learning is clustering. Now let's look a little deeper into supervised learning. Supervised learning is defined as the machine learning task of inferring a function from labeled training data. As I said earlier, some examples are regression and classification. Let's look deeper into classification. To understand classification, let me give you a simple real-life example. Now D refers to the diameter of a fruit and F refers to the type of fruit. All diameters are given in millimeters. So if this is given as the input training data set to a classifier, it should be able to infer that any fruit having a diameter close to 13 millimeters must be a lemon. L is for lemon. Any fruit having a diameter close to 57 millimeters must be an apple. And any fruit having a diameter close to 129 millimeters must be a watermelon. So it learns from this input training data. And in the future, if it sees an unknown fruit of a diameter, say 60 millimeters, it should be able to understand that since 60 is closest to 57, it must be an apple. So now that we know what classification is, let's look into KNN. Now the KNN algorithm is a very fundamental type of classification algorithms, and it's a short form for K nearest neighbors. Alright. So now to understand what the K nearest neighbors algorithm is, let's look at an example. Consider this graph where the x-axis refers to the diameter and the y-axis refers to the weight of a cancer tumor. And let's assume that a cancer tumor can be of two types, a malignant tumor and a benign tumor. And now let's give it a random input training data set. Now, as you can see, the red data points refer to malignant tumors that have a higher diameter and a higher weight when compared to the blue data points that refer to benign tumors that have a lesser diameter and a lesser weight. Now let's look at an unknown tumor that we're not sure of what type of tumor it is. Let's say its diameter and weight is somewhere here. So this is the diameter and this is the weight. Now let's take K to be equal to 3. K can take any value from 1 to n, where n is the number of data sets, the input data set. So when K is equal to 3, let's look at its three nearest neighbors. They will be this, this and this. As you can see, the majority of the neighbors closest to this point are malign tumors. 2 out of the 3 are malign tumors. Hence, we will assume that this tumor is also malign. But say we take K to be equal to 5. In this case, the 5 nearest neighbors are these 3 and these 2. So if you see the 5 nearest neighbors, a majority of them, 3 of them are benign tumors, and hence we will assume that this tumor is benign. So as you can see, for a different value of K, you might not get the same result all the time. This is an obvious drawback. Some advantages of this algorithm are that it's very effective if training data is large, and it's also very robust to noisy training data. I hope you had fun learning the KNN algorithm, and thank you.